first entrepreneur for tonight is Captain Syed Nasir Al-Sagaf. He used to be with the army and now a lecturer at University Pertahanan Malaysia. And his dream is to invent a device to help fellow Malaysians.
I am Captain Syed Nasir Al-Sagaf bin Syed Zakaria, retired. I am currently a senior lecturer at Universiti Pertahanan Nasional Malaysia. Based on my research and development at Universiti Pertahanan Nasional Malaysia, I have came up with several products related to defence and security and safety. And that is the product which I am pitching for this competition. And then from there, I came up with the idea to prevent missing children. There's been several reports of missing children here in Malaysia. One of the major cases was that this one girl went missing and then was found dead. My son is the same age of the girl that was taken. So whenever I go out with my wife and child, my wife gets very nervous.
Of course, as a mother, I'm very nervous. So definitely when we go out, I do keep very tight eye on him. And I do worry about him at the same time.
And because she gets worried, I get worried also.
And I think at that point of time we were talking and we were saying that perhaps it'd be good if we could have something similar to find not just lost people but lost children.
So from there, I developed a system to prevent missing children. I told my wife that I have developed the system, and for testing, our son can use it. At least if we go out, if anything happens to him, the system will trigger and alert us, said that my son has left the area and it will track my son where he goes. Come, give me your phone. Okay. Let me just configure the phone. Okay, there you go.
Can I go to the toilet, please?
Please, yes, you can go, but not too long.
Okay.
Where is it?
Don't worry, I can check. Yeah, he's still in this area.
Yeah, your son is here.
I feel safer with this system with me. If anybody takes me, my father will know. Don't worry, me. I'll be okay.
My target is for that every parent that have a child that's concerned for the child will have the system. Not just here in Malaysia, but all over the world. Assalamualaikum and good evening. I am Captain Syed Nasir Al-Sagaf, retired. And this is my son, Syed Uzam.
Hi.
As you can see from the trailer just now, I've come up with a system that allows for a parent to basically specify a safe area for the child. And if the child is taken out from the area, the parents would know. And the system can keep track of the child. The system does not use GPS system because of the problem with GPS. And actually my son is actually using the system just now. Show the phone, please.
Okay.
Yep. Anybody takes him with his phone, I can really know through SMS and I can keep track of him. I'm actually asking for 496,500 ringgit to basically kickstart this business.
Yeah, what is your revenue model?
Okay, my revenue...
Outright sale of the product, or is tied up with a service provider?
No, it's not tied up with a service provider. Currently, I'll be offering the software only. If we install for them, it's 50 ringgit. If they download, it's free. But I can also offer the phone plus software for 100 ringgit. And then the other revenue will come from the tracking itself. We will monitor the child for the parents. That will come to about 49 ringgit and 95 cents per month.
Okay, the phone by itself is a very attractive thing. So, you know, someone would just grab the phone, not your child perhaps, the phone. So, you'll be actually tracking the thief rather than your child.
Okay, actually, let's say if you have a daughter or son, probably your daughter will probably have the phone inside her handbag. Can't see. And then your son probably has it in the pocket. Can't see. So, let's say if somebody grabs your son or daughter, they just grab everything, bundle inside the car. Then once they reach the place, that's when you see the phone. But they only see just a normal phone, but the thing is still tracking them.
It depends on the coverage, isn't it? If there's no coverage at a certain instant, there's no point also, isn't it?
Yes.
The judges feel that his device may not work in certain places, but Captain Syed has the answer to it.
Basically, the only alternative in the market is using a GPS bracelet, but the problem is GPS bracelet because of coverage also. Under the building, it won't be able to track.
I think you're slightly mistaken there, Captain. I think there are several alternatives in the market.
Yes.
If you start looking at other tracking systems, whether it's a proprietary Nokia system or even using Google Communities, there's many ways that you can track people there. So I think that statement about being the only alternative being a GPS bracelet is rather erroneous.
But that market is for other market, but this is for tracking child. This is for
arguably those systems can do exactly the same thing.
Yes, they can.
Is this?
But let me just answer that one. Yeah. But for that one, I want my system to be as easy as possible for the parents to use. All the parents have to do is basically come to the area and just do a scan. That's it. They do not know. They do know about the area or anything like that. That's all.
Does it work on only certain phones, or is it available across all platforms?
Currently, I'm working on Windows Mobile, but I'll be converting it to under Symbian and Android.
On the location placement, is this via base station triangulation? How accurate is it?
Yeah, using a cell tower triangulation.
When we saw your preview tadi, he's within the area. It doesn't sound too convincing. He's within the area, you know.
It can be at any area. Basically, we want the parents to be able to set a safe area. Let's say to go to a shopping center, the parents can set the whole of the shopping center as a safe area. If somebody takes a child, then the parent would know.
Captain Syed answered the questions calmly. But can he answer this next question too?
But if you were like in Mid Valley, there's a north wing, west wing, is very far. So he's in the area. How do you know whether to go this way or to go that way?
Okay.
So that's why I would sell the product if you can say that I know where my child is within 10 meters.
Okay, but for that one, okay, for let's say a big place, one of the services which we will be offering for that $49.95, we can give. Let's say the parent wants to go to Mid Valley, so we can actually give them the data for Mid Valley itself.
Just to ask one more question,
yes.
Captain. I mean, please don't get me wrong. I think what you're doing is very admirable. However, we're here. This is not an admirable project competition. This is a pitch competition.
Yes.
And so thus we have to go through your plans in detail.
Yeah.
The question here is, assuming you put this all together, how will you distribute the software to the parents that wanted to subscribe?
Okay, many ways. They can come to a physical place. They can download the software. We can even go to the telco companies. Basically, we provide, let's say, for new customer, or they can even contact the customers for that.
And you think that $49.95 a month is a price point that will work for subscribers?
Well, I would say, I mean, you cannot put a value on the life of the child. So I would say $49.95.
Assuming the system is effective and works and can prevent kidnappings,
yes,
you can't put the value. But considering that at this point in time it's semi-experimental, do you think $49.95 is the right price to introduce it to?
Okay.
Now the pitch is becoming more and more tense. Judges and investors are probing him further. Will he be able to answer these questions? Stay tuned. Before the break, we see how Captain Syed wrestled with the questions given. Now, let's take a look on what's going to happen next.
I mean, you cannot put a value on the life of the child. So I would say $49.95.
Assuming the system is effective and works and can prevent kidnappings,
yes,
you can't put the value. But considering that at this point in time it's semi-experimental, do you think $49.95 is the right price to introduce it to?
Okay. I mean, the thing is, based on the profit margin, based on, let's say, we have 6,000 subscribers for the first year, the net profit will be about 1.7 million based on $49.95. But the thing is, we can lower it even more, but still get profit also.
The first thing that I would do is get rid of the mobile phone. Yeah. If I was. If I was not a very clever child kidnapper perhaps, but if I'm in the business of kidnapping children, I would throw away the mobile phone first. So the problem that I have with your idea is that it's actually mobile phone dependent. It's not It's not hidden. It's not a part of their jewelry. It's not the maybe part of their Game Boy or something like that. Way it's a bit more hidden, you know. But with the phone, that's the first thing that you want to throw away because that's the access between them and the parents.
Especially your product becomes
the fact
popular.
that you're parking it there, I think it fails on a concept basis.
Yeah, I can answer that also.
Yeah.
There are also mobile phone that looks like watch, that looks like a toy, and so on. Actually, if I have my slides, I have several of the mobile phone that looks like a toy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
The judges are satisfied with the answers given by the captain. However, will he make it to the next round?
It's a relief to be able to basically present what I need to present. And I think I got all my points across. I think they were interested. Whatever came out is to the best of my ability. I don't think I can change anything more, and it's done and over with. And just hope for the best. Technically, there were some conflicts when we were discussing with the judges just now, but I expect those questions, and I've countered with whatever the results, findings that I came up with. Inshallah, I think I should be able to get to the next stage because my product is different from everybody.